Hi, Eli. It's nice for you to take the time and talk to me.
Of course, happy to.
I heard you graduated from USC and now you're the voice of USC women's basketball.
Yep.
I have some questions for you. How is USC like?
It's a lot of fun. I think USC is a really cool place because you both learn a lot there when you're in school, but also you work with and get to be around so many cool people that do so many cool different things. And it allows you to create very cool relationships with people doing a ton of different things. Like some of my best friends want to be doctors or work on spaceships, and I get to work in sports, and so I think USC is a great place where you get to both really focus on what you want to do, but also get to meet so many interesting people that are really care about what they want to do.
Was USC your first college?
Yeah, I knew before college that I wanted to go to USC, and luckily I got in, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun place to get to learn and get to be.
What do you learn at USC?
So I studied journalism, but my focus was sports. So really learning how to cover sports teams and talk to athletes and interview people, and learning how to write good stories, and learning how to be a good public speaker. And really, I think at the end of the day, a lot of what college does is it prepares you for life after college, not just for your job, and really helps you grow up and get to be an adult for the first time, but still with some help from a lot of different people.
Did you play any sports?
I didn't play any sports at USC, um, but I would sometimes go play basketball with my friends, or tennis, or I'd go swimming. And it's very cool that USC provides the opportunity to do that. And I would go to a lot of sports games. So I'd go to all the football games, and I'd go to a lot of the basketball games, and a lot of other sports like volleyball and soccer.
Is college hard?
It can be. I think it depends. I mean, you probably understand this, is homework's not always that fun.
Yeah.
But, it's something we have to do, and sometimes it can be a little hard. But it wasn't.
Today.
What'd you say?
I have homework today.
Yeah, I remember when I had a lot of homework, and so, you know, it can be hard, and at times, but it wasn't hard always. There were moments where it's hard, and then there were moments where you get to have a lot of fun, and get to wear a hat like that to go to a football game and hang out with your friends, and do a lot of cool things.
How long were you in college for?
I was there for 4 years, and I graduated a year ago. And then luckily, because of my job, I've gotten to stay around USC and continue working with the women's basketball team there, and getting to work with all the people that I met during college. And so, this upcoming year is going to be my 6th year essentially at USC, but I was there as a student for 4 years.
How is the food there?
The food, sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's not so good. It really depends on the day. Sometimes we get really good meals, and sometimes you can get like a steak, but other days it's not as good, and you're like, I'm not going to eat as much food today. But some days I would eat a ton of food because there are some really good meals they served there. Let's see. They would have, what was one of my favorite meals? Well, some days they would have burgers and fries, and I love a good burger. And so those would be my favorite days at like the dining hall that you get to just go to, and you just get to go to the dining hall and you pick up food, and you either eat it there, you take it with you, But those were really good days, and then sometimes it would be like a day with soup, and maybe the soup wasn't as good, and you know some days it was some of the best food, and some days they'd have like pizza, or what else? They'd have like tacos or nachos. So it was I'd say for the most part the food was pretty good.
Um, Now for John, did you want it to be the women's basketball, like the voice of a team, like the voice of women's basketball?
Yeah, that's after that. I knew when I was maybe a little older than you that I wanted to get into broadcasting, and when I got to USC, I was like, I like it so much here that if I can find a way not to leave, I'm gonna do that. And luckily, I ended up in a place where I was able to stay. And during my time in school, I really liked women's basketball. I thought it was really fun, and the team was good, and so I got to hang around there and do that, and getting to be at USC with all the people I already knew has been a really cool experience.
When did you know you wanted to go to USC?
I was in high school and I met a teacher at USC, and we talked, and I was like, I want to be in this guy's class, and like you probably know, some teachers are really fun to get to be around, and I met one of them, and I knew that if I got to go there, I'd get to take his class and get to really like learn a lot and be in a cool place. And Los Angeles is a really cool place to get to be, and so I was like, it's kind of the perfect school in the perfect place. And so I think around high school is when I figured that out.
Were you in his class?
Yeah, he teaches 4 different classes, actually. Yeah, I know. I don't know how he does it, but I took 3 of them. And some of them were really cool. There was one class, actually, where we basically would watch sports movies and then talk about them. That's all we did. And that was like one of the coolest classes. What?
That sounds like a cool class.
It was a cool class. Yeah, we watched a lot of sports movies, but a lot of really good sports movies, and so it was really fun. And if like he teaches mostly sports classes, so it's like if you like sports, you really just have fun and you talk about sports most days. And so that's the cool thing about college that I didn't realize when I was younger is when you get to college, you get to take classes that are really specific and get to be like on topics that are really fun, like movies and sports. Or I took a ping pong class in college.
You did?
Yep, I took a ping pong class and just like learned how to get better at ping pong. But we would just go 3 times a week and play ping pong for an hour, and that was really fun. And USC has a lot of really cool classes like that.
Do you have any advice for someone who would like to be like you?
I think just continue to work hard. I think working hard allows you, and this is going to seem somewhat broad, but allows you to be in the right places to do all these cool things and meet cool people and meet the right people who can help you get into good positions. And I think, it just the ability to like, know what you want, and even if you don't, just to like try different things. I tried a lot of different things in school. And so, it just trying different things and working hard.
Thank you. I think that's all.
Of course. Those were really good questions.
Bye.